Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am here with my Project Level Up finale for 2023. We are almost in 2024. This is the 30th of December and I'm currently at my parents' house in Sweden. That's why I have a different background. I hope this lighting is okay. Yeah, it's not like I'm going to do any looks or anything, but I'm hoping it's fine. So yeah, I'm here today to wrap up my Project Level Up. I've been working on the Natasha Mini Gold palette for the last month. I rolled this one in, was it 2 months ago now? Yeah, 2 months ago now, to Charted Pan. And since this is my level 5 and there's 5 shades in the palette, I had to hit pan on every single eyeshadow in there. So I'll let you know if I was able to hit my goal or not. But before I jump into that, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you in the family. Let's jump into the video. Also, before I jump into the palette itself, as you can see in the title of this video, this is going to be the first video that I'm actually filming since this happened, but I have some news, and that is that I am engaged. We got engaged a couple of days ago. It was the 21st of December. So yeah, that is the ring my boyfriend Mike proposed. So yeah, I am now engaged. The ring is a little bit big still. So I usually have like a small ring just outside of it because I don't want to drop it, but we need to get it resized when we get back to London. But yes, I am engaged. So if you see that, that is what it is. I'm very happy. I can do get ready with me if you want to hear more about it, but obviously today I'm here for my Project Level Up, so I'm going to talk about that in this video. But I just wanted to address it because again, it is the first video that I'm filming since it happened. So before I talk about the palette, I'm going to insert the picture. I think it's this side is better. I'm going to insert the picture here of what I looked like last month with my Natasha Gold palette. At that point, I had hit pan in one of the 5 eyeshadows, which was the shade Dark Sepia, which is the second eyeshadow in the palette. I had already hit pan on this one, and I had a few dips here and there, but you know, still a long way to go. I had to hit 4 more pans in order to level up to level 5. So that is where I was last month, and then this is where I am today. So I think you can see quite clearly there that I have 5 pans in this palette, which is really exciting. So I'm going to talk you through each eyeshadow in this palette and let you know how long it took me to pan on each shade. So first up we have the shade Lodge, which is this kind of light brown here. This was actually the most difficult shade to pan on. I was expecting it to be this green, but this brown here is way more hard pressed than the green one is, so it took a lot longer. I used it 7 times in the first month that I was working on this palette, and I used it an additional 16 times this month to pan on it for a total of 23 uses. So still not too long, but a lot of the times where I used this in the last month, like I've probably at least 10 of the times I used it this past month, I used it all over my lid as a base and then blend into my crease. I'm actually pan on this one today. I did more of a simple look today because I am at my parents and I don't want to spend too long to do my makeup, and I also don't have too much makeup with me. So yeah, I put this all over my lid and then I blended it out in the crease and I put a green on top of it. But yeah, that is the look today, and I was able to pan on this eyeshadow today, but I knew I was really close, so I knew I was probably going to be able to pan today, and I'm happy that I did. Then we have the shade Dark Sepia, which I mentioned before I already pan on in the first month. That took me 15 uses to pan on. Then in the center of the palette we have the shade Dior, which is this one right here. That's Dark Sepia, by the way. So this shade here, I had only actually used once in the first month. It was a really, I mean, it is a really beautiful shade, and I love these type of eyeshadows, but I have a really similar shade to this in my Panda palette, which I will wrap up the finale for tomorrow. So I'll kind of wait with this one a little bit, but as you can see I was able to pan on this one, and this was the easiest by far to pan on. It only took me 6 additional uses for a total of 7 to pan on this one. Yeah, it's just more flaky, so it goes quicker, but yeah, I'm really happy that I pan on this one. And it was the first, was it the first one? No, actually pan on the green first, but this was the second pan of the month, and again it was the easiest eyeshadow in here to hit pan on. Then we have the green right here, which is the shade Bia, and this one was again relatively easy to pan on. I thought I was gonna have to work a lot harder for this one, but this one was looser pressed than a lot of other Natasha mattes, so it only took me 10 additional uses to pan on this one for a total of 11. So yeah, very good, but again similar to the brown, most of the time when I use this all over my lid and then blend it into the crease. or I just put it on all of my lid and then like put a different kind of color in the crease, just to have different tones. But it was really nice to top with different indie eyeshadows and different toppers, so it worked really well as an all over the lid kind of base. But yeah, that is the shade Bia, and also another pan. The last shade in the palette is this one right here, which is called Anthea, and this one I had used 3 times in the first month I was working on this palette, and I used it an additional 12 times this month to pan on it for a total of 15. If you've been following this palette, or like panning this palette as well as the previous palette I was panning in this project, which was actually also a Natasha Denona mini palette. I was working on the mini retro for level 4 and then this one for level 5, and it's really funny because all of the shimmers, apart from this one here, but like this shimmer here, and the 3 shimmers in the Natasha Denona mini retro palette, all of them took exactly 15 uses to pan on. So I guess that's the magic number for me to pan on Natasha Denona kind of shimmer eyeshadows. Obviously this one, like I said, was flakier and loosely pressed, so that's why it went a little bit faster. But again, this one took 15 uses. So that was the palette itself, and again, you can see right here, this is what it looks like. I'm so happy that I was able to pan on every single shadow in here, and with that I completed level 5. I did have a little bit of a mini goal this month to try to get through the levels twice, so do level 1 through 5 twice over in the year, and by completing level 5 today, I was able to do so. So very happy that I completed this palette, and it just looks really nice now with pans and everything. So that is going to be the finale for my product level up. It's always a short video when it's like a finale like this, but I am going to bring this back next year. Let me check my filming schedule quickly to see when my introduction will be up. I am planning to introduce this again on the 8th of January if all goes well, so you can expect an introduction for this project again next year. I always forget to mention this, but this project was created by me, and I do have a collaboratory playlist down below with everyone else who has been joining. If you're planning to join next year, please let me know in the comments. I do find most people who are doing this video anyway because I search for it every now and then, because I just love following along. It is my little kind of like baby project, so you know, I'm so happy every time I see someone else join this project. But if you are planning to join next year, please do let me know down below. And yeah, that's gonna be it for today. I really hope you're having a lovely day wherever you are, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye guys!